There's a ridge, there's a few pine trees, and that's where I seen these weird ear-shaped ears and head looking down at us. And it didn't think that I saw it, so I just kept going.
There's a person walking on that.
So, it's like I come around here, right here.
It's a tree. Yeah.
And right past these trees, I'm looking for deer. Cindy's showing me some deer down there, and then we see deer over there, and then I look up, and I see some ears up there looking at me. And so that I thought he was on the actual top, but he wasn't. So I pulled forward some more, and he was actually just like right there, and I got to see him hop 2 or 3 times and run back behind that guy's house.
I dropped one.
It was an all black bear.
Last night?
Last night. First bear of the season I've seen so far. First live bear.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, it's good to hear that they're active. Well, didn't see anything today. Just deer. No elk or bears. So, still got some daylight left. Maybe we'll catch one on our way out. Probably try somewhere else tomorrow. We got a moose over here. It's over across the top of this next valley over here.
Watch where you shine that.
Anyway, it's pretty cool. It's been up there all morning. So we've been sitting here watching it. We're gonna walk up the mountain now. We'll check back later.
Snowing. See, more snow's coming. We're really high up. We gotta get down soon.
You keep thinking you see things that are moving, but they turn out to be rocks and sticks. Probably a good bull in there too. I think the one we saw was just a ragdoll. and see if you got it.
Okay, just a second. I think I got him. Okay, take this gun from me, please.
Talk to me. What are you feeling right now?
He was facing towards us when I shot in the center of his body.
Okay, perfect.
And his shit is like this tall. Freaking out.
Alright, well, we're gonna have to go up there and see if we can find him.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, turn around.
What?
Let's talk about what just happened.
So, first of all, we've seen like 6 hunters, but we got here first, and so everybody keeps leaving. And we keep hearing timber crack over here in the deep timber. And about 3 other hunters have gone in the timber to the left and to the right. But there's a knob on top, and we heard a bugle, so we looked over up at the knob, and sure enough, we've seen at least 4 elk. But one was like a raghorn, small antlers. Well, I kept watching that knob with my naked eye, and I saw movement after they had all left. We thought they were gone. And I saw movement again about 20 minutes later, so we looked up with the binoculars and the scope, and sure enough, they were back, and a bigger bull was following them. And so I just kept watching him, and as soon as he stopped and kind of turned towards me, I felt comfortable to pull the trigger. I had it on the 3rd reticle down. And that's like 550 yard shot. So
550 yards.
we're gonna go up and see if I got him.
Alright, let's go. Oh yeah, baby. It's a 4x on one side. Yeah, you did it. You did it. Good job, baby. Good job. Amazing. Good job. You did it. There's another one.
Thank you, Lord. Look, where'd I get him? Can you see?
Hold his antlers up. I want to see the other side. What it looks like. Stuck in the ground.
Look at this side over here.
Is it crab bull? Oh my gosh. It's a 4x. 1, 2. How many is on that side?
3 on this end.
3, 4, 5. 4x5. Good job.
550 yards, okay?
You did it. You nailed him. Awesome.
I gotta try to call my dad. Charlie. Alright, can you guys hear me? I got a 4x5 at 550 yards, man. So we're out here in Colorado. We've been elk hunting since last Saturday, and it's Friday. We took one day off for my 40th birthday on Wednesday. But we've done a lot of hiking and getting up early every day, and we had a lot of snow one day. was like a winter wonderland. But we just kept at it, and we didn't give up. And I got to harvest my elk today. Sean's field dressing it right now. It's a 4x5. We've been sitting in this valley down behind this knob, 550 yard shot, and we sat in that valley all morning, from like probably 11 o'clock until I don't even know what time it is. It's probably 3:30 or something now. But we had probably 7 hunters come through the valley. And as soon as they would see us, that we were sitting there, then they would wave and mosey on. But we just kept sitting there thinking, there's a beautiful valley. It's got some like pretty thick timber right on the edge of it, and all this grass and there was a water, so there's a creek, so there's water, food, and shelter, and that's the 3 main things for what elk want. And at the very top of the mountain that was in front of us with that thick shelter, there's this bare knob. And sure enough, we'd heard a lot of breaking in the woods, a lot of limbs breaking, so we knew it was probably elk. So we were just patient. We were thinking we might sit there till dark, and we're about 2.5, 3 hours away from our vehicle, so preparing to walk home in the dark. And we had a challenging time getting across the river. Somebody's dammed it up, and so it's just a bog. Like everywhere you'd walk in the grass was wet. I'm so thankful I have waterproof boots on, because we were wading through water a lot this morning. And this area out here is just gorgeous. There's been a fire. You can tell by the trees behind me. But that's really opened it up and actually helped us hike through the woods a little bit better. You could see further. But so we heard a bugle, and we looked up on that knob, and we saw some, and something spooked all those elk out of there. So there was no shot to take. But I just kept watching that knob, like maybe they'll come back, and maybe they'll have a big bull with them. And just kept an eye on it with my bare eye. I saw some movement. And so Sean got the binoculars, and I grabbed his gun, and I was telling him, I think I see a legal bull I want to shoot. And he's like, I don't see it. And I'm like, well, I do. And it's in my scope, and it's on the 3rd reticle because it's 550 yards. He's like, hun, if you feel comfortable and confident, then take the shot. And as soon as that bull turned towards me, like his body was facing my direction, I went ahead and squeezed the trigger on his chest. And so we went ahead and climbed on up here and walked around on this knob, and I knew he was far left compared to the rest of them. And he was kind of pulling up the tail end of the group. And so I started looking far left where I knew he was. And as soon as I popped over the top of the knob and looked back behind the knob on the back side, I saw his body. I've been praying all morning for God to, help me gather, help me harvest for my family. And, this is meat that fill my freezer. And I'm just so thankful. And today happens to be the 20th anniversary of my grandpa Bliss passing away. And he was an avid elk hunter. So I know he was with me today, and all these different signs just kept telling me that today was the day. We found a horseshoe on our way in, and I said, look at that, Sean. He said, it's your lucky horseshoe. And so we put it in his pack, and just everything seemed right today for it to be the right setting. So anyways, I just wanted to take a quick video and share the story. Just couldn't be happier. 40 years old and got my first bull elk 2 days after my birthday. Peace. Here we are. Here comes the mules.
Don't wave anything.
Yeah, Ronan. Stay real still.
Running.
Good girl. Good girls. Awesome. How you doing?
Great.
Okay, good.
Yeah. You guys having fun?
Yeah.
Good.
I rode up there to make sure the trail was clear for you guys. I rode up there last night.
You think that was a big mountain lion?
I think it was a mature adult mountain lion. It wasn't as big as the track that me and you seen.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Remember, was it last year or the year before, that mountain lion track we seen, Sean?
Was it when he killed
Yeah.
his bull out that year?
Yeah, that was a monster
3 years
ass
ago.
track I've ever seen in my life. I sent it to the game warden and said, "What the hell, Beast made this?" And he said, "I go, lion or bear?" He said, or wolf, because it almost looked like a dog track. And he said, "It's definitely a lion."
Yeah, there's that cave right there where we were, right by where we were camped out, that I think he was living.
In the rocks?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. There's like scat and stuff around there.
Yeah. He ate my crap and turned it into his scat.
Exactly.